Do you ever wonder what a Gen X thinks? Welcome to Gen X Slices.
No, I know. I got it. You don't need to keep yelling at me in the comment section. I know. I got it. There are people. Let me back up. There are people that are never going to be happy and they wake up angry on purpose. All right? Follow me along on this. This won't be a long walk, all right? And you know people like this. You absolutely know people. You know them in your personal life. You bump into them. You know people that their job is to fucking be angry all the goddamn time. That's it. That's where they think their purpose in life is. If they're not angry, then they're not accomplishing something. All right, let's back up. What does this always center around? You can be mad about the economy. You can be mad about grocery prices. You can be mad about your baseball team not winning. But what is it almost always about? America. Now pay attention. America's got problems. I fucking hate America, and they're angry. It's almost always not, all right, America's fucked up with their problems. I hate America, and I'm angry about it. What do? They walk around, God damn America. I won't salute. I won't acknowledge the flag. This is not my country, not my president, not my, every day. All day long. How can you ever expect to be happy in your life when you walk around hating the country you live in? I'm not even talking about the hypocrisy of saying you hate the country, but you sure like all the free stuff, don't you? You hate the country, but you enjoyed the freedom to complain, the freedom of speech. You hate the country, but you sure like being able to walk out there and protest. How many governments let you do that? Yeah, you hate this country. That's a good story. So they walk around saying that. They walk around saying, I hate the country. I hate it. I hate it. I hate everything about it. And I hate the capitalism. And I hate the... No, well, and you expect them to be happy people? Why? They're angry on purpose. They hate the country on purpose. They hate the ground they're walking on purpose. And then my son will see all this stuff, Gen Z kid, and he'll come to me or his mother, and he says, well, Dad, are you happy? I said, oh, basically, yeah. Well, how can you be happy when all these things are messed up in the country? Well, they're not as messed up as people say. There's problems. Yeah, there is racism, but it's not systemic. It's not a national problem. It's a local problem with people in play. And you squash that shit when you find it. You bury it down. You absolutely crucify the people that are behaving that way, and you move on. Well, Dad, how can you be happy? Because I don't walk around. I walk around focusing on the problems of America, just like those guys do, right? Would we agree that those unhappy assholes are the same as the rest of us? We all wake up in the morning and go, yeah, there's some shit in this country that's got to get fixed. All right? We both agree on that. What's the very next thing idiots say? What's the very next thing what's the very first fundamental shift where it separates us? I hate America. I hate the flag, and I'm going to burn it all to the ground. Well, it's not what I do. We both agree there's problems, only they start hate right then. I hate it. I'm done with it. I say, I love my country. I love the flag. I love the institution. I love the office of the presidency. I respect the man who's in there. He is my president right now. Got to deal with it. So right there is the fundamental shift. We both acknowledge there's some fucked up problems, although they exaggerate, but there's issues. I wake up and go, all right, let's fucking figure out how to do something about it. I love my country. I want to fix it. They wake up and say, I hate the country. Fuck it. Which leads you to sunny point number 3. When my son asked me, am I generally happy about it? Yeah, I'm not happy about the problems. I'm happy about the country. I love my country. Guess what? I open up my front door. I walk down my driveway. There's neighbor mowing his lawn, some people jogging in my neighborhood, and guy washing his car, some kids playing basketball. I'm pretty happy. I'm just trying to fix stuff as I go. Not those assholes. Those assholes, hey, Bob, how you doing? Fuck you, the racist America and goddamn capitalism and everything they say and do. And you know people like this. You know people right now. There's people you're probably working with, or there's a relative you've got, or some dude in your neighborhood. Right now, you know who I'm talking about going, that motherfucker just bitches and complains about everything. Have you ever thought about confronting them on that without starting an argument? Have you ever thought about confronting them, just walking up to them going, dude, do you realize all you do is complain? What the fuck are you talking about? All you do is fucking complain. You complain about every goddamn thing. You complain about everything. Well, there's serious problems. I only complain because I care about my country. Yeah? Well, like I tell my children, complaining doesn't get everything done. Getting off your ass and doing something about it is what gets things done, what accomplishes it. Well, I just stand up and I resist because the country is so important to me. And these values, no, bullshit. No, you say that, you hide behind that, and then it gives you the freedom to just hold a cup of coffee in your hand in the morning and stand out on the sidewalk and scream and yell at everybody that goes by. And you guys all know people just like this, don't we? I do. When my son asks me those questions, that's the difference. People that hate the country, absolutely hate the ground they're walking on, are never going to be happy. We can all agree there's problems and issues. We can all agree they need to be addressed. Only that's where the paths diverge. That's where the paths diverge. You got a whole group of people that are like, fuck it, I'm out, goddamn, they're protesting it. And then you have people that go, well, shit, better roll up my sleeves and get to work here and get some of this stuff done, knock some of this stuff down. Let's talk, you going to go with me? We'll figure this shit out. We're going to work and we'll get it done like that. And it's hard and it's difficult. And there's no glory in it. There's no praise in it. When you're the people that roll up your sleeves and get stuff done, when you're trying to make some change in the right direction to put the country where you think it needs to be, you don't get on the front page of the news, do you? No, not unless you're burning down a city behind you or you're standing on the side of the road protesting and chanting. Well, those get the news cameras. You're not getting shit done. You're just complaining. I'm bringing it to people's attention. Oh, you're bringing racism to people's attention because clearly nobody knows racism is out there. Now, you say it's all over the country, and I don't think it is. It's small pockets. But let me get this straight. You're bringing to our attention that racism exists. You feel you need to be on the corner screaming that. You think there's one person in the entire fucking country that isn't already aware that there's racism out there? You think that's a thank God for you? Well, thank God you were out there. I'm so glad you woke up on a Saturday morning and made a sign. I had no idea. I'm sure there's people that had no idea that racism existed. Thank God you were there to remind us, but that's all you really do. You fucking put it in people's faces every day. You know, there's actually parts of the country that start to get past it, start to get over it. People start living together and working together and doing together. And then some asshole like you runs up and don't forget about slavery. Don't forget about segregation. Don't forget about racism. And every now and then someone will go, yeah, God, I'd almost forgotten about that. Oh, I'm pissed again. Thank God you idiots are there to stir it up. And you idiots are the ones that are never going to be happy. You can pretend all day long that you're sacrificing your happiness so that you can get the message out and correct and do. Now, it's a lot easier to scream and yell and be on TV and angry all the time. It's easy to be angry all the time. For me, it's exhausting. I couldn't be as angry as you guys are all the time. I'd fucking pass out. I couldn't do it. That's too much work. How do you fucking do it every day? I mean, you got to wake up and consciously live with so much hate inside of you that you can just keep going. I couldn't fucking do it. Rather be on the team that rolls up their sleeves, quietly gets things done, and stays off of the national news level. I don't need to be on CNN. I don't need to be on MSNBC or Fox News. I'm happy just talking to you folks right here, like we're sitting around a bar or a campfire. Yeah. trained professionals don't have their phones on, so my phone's beeping away. All right, look, that was what I wanted to say. I'm trying to answer the comment section when you guys are talking about people that are always angry and hating America versus the kid just came up and asked me some shit like that the other day about, how am I happy? How did that work out? Well, basically happy because I'm in the neighborhood of people that are trying to affect change. We're trying to roll up our sleeves and do some shit. We know there's problems, just like the assholes out there. We just handle it differently. Pay attention to that. That's the key. Everybody knows there's problems. Everybody knows there's things you got to do. One group has hate and anger and screams and chants. We'll call those the immature fucktards of the world. And there's a bunch of people that are actually trying to get the job done. We'll call those the grown-ups. Question is, which one are you?